see very two good strats being unveiled. It's going to be tight.
All right, well, here we are. Carbon looking to go ahead and make an aggressive takeover on mid here. Demon, I'm guessing this is Andre, is going to make his way towards that mid area. He crossed over, going to spot Jamie and Pablo. Jamie's going to take him out with a nice headshot, and that's going to leave it in a 5v4 situation already with less than 30 seconds on the round. Jamie's lit up just a little bit with 66 HP, but not too lit up. Brando's going to be trying to work this piece up in mid as Famous is creeping his way towards that connector underpass, and now right now it went from real aggressive to real passive. Now things have slowed down, trying to see if Carbon can work a pick here as they have lost Andre. Not too much happened so far. This hotel area seems to be favorable as Famous was underpass, and then you have 3 other Carbon members trying to work their way towards that hotel. Still smart of Sox not to peek. Brando will take out 15 OL though, and that's going to give them or even out the playing field. 4v4 situation now, and it seems there's going to be a push onto B as they enter. Say Pablo's going to take out 2. Nice 2K for Pablo. That's going to do some work. It's going to be a 2v3 situation. Brando and Nova left together to try to take the side. Brando with a nice dig onto Jaime, and that's going to make it a 2v2 situation. And it's going to see what Mav and Ralph can do here. Ralph going around. Mav going to hold his position, wait for the bomb to be planted. Brando's taking his time, but that allows Mav to go around here. And now they have a pinch in place. And this is going to be very hard to come out of here. Ralph is going to be behind. Going to take out Nova. And Ralph is going to behind and take out both of them. And that's going to be a round for Sox to start off the first half here. Multi.
Good round. Brando definitely had a good round there. Definitely got the quality picks for his team. He took out the sniper too on the first, took out Tyler, so it could be a good sniper matchup for sure. $15 OL is heading over to the A site though, trying to get the opening pick here, trying to redeem for his team here. A little bit more of an anti-strat though, trying to counter the A push. They see that. Oh, excellent frags. Trades here. Birdman Jaime, Famous with the 1D. It's really dynamic. It's fast. All the damage is happening all through mid. Good trades all around. Nade drops Ralph down 1/3 of health.
Wow.
Very dynamic. A little bit of a diversion smoke there at B. I don't think Famous is buying it anyways.
Ralph definitely did a great job of recuperating from that, cluster in mid. And that really did some work for him as he, makes it into a 1v1 situation. Famous is left by himself now with 72 HP. You got Ralph with 16. He's lit up, but it didn't stop Ralph from doing a lot of work there. So we'll have to see if Famous is going to go ahead and make his way towards A, and he actually is going to encounter Ralph, possibly.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. It's a big map too, and one of the bigger maps of the Crossfire pool, and Ralph's doing everything he can to minimize all risk, and as a GR, that's good. He hears the footsteps. Ralph should be creeping up soon. Good positioning by Ralph here.
Who Famous didn't expect
there
that.
There we go. Takes him out, makes it look easy. 2-0 for global risk, but keep in mind it's a little bit GR-sided, in my opinion. Big map, but it's all about trades, and those mid trades earlier in the round, that was the dynamic play. That's what's gonna determine what team has superior stratting, superior trades.
Definitely agree with you. I mean, it was really crazy in mid last round, and we saw Carbon really actually do very well on just getting those picks that they needed. Speaking of picks, Burt is going to take out Jaime, and they're going to get an opening frag over at hotel area, lower B hotel, and now that's going to make it a 5v4 situation. Yeah, we're trying to see if Carbon is, has to definitely come up with some rounds here. Is losing the first two. I do agree with you on this being a GR-sided map. We'll have to see how Carbon's going to handle it, though. Nice pick up there on for Bert. Bert's going to have 2 frags now already in this round. And B seems to be favorable at this point. I lied. It looks like they're going to rotate back out, giving some smoke and some nades, giving a little distraction there. But we'll see how this is going to work out for Carbon.
Yeah, that was good. Good initial trades there. Pablo trading with Andre, and of course the death cam fake. They moved up a little bit, going back. Remember, there's still a minute in this round, so I expect a decisive push by like 45 seconds.
At this point, Carbon has made their way towards A site, and they haven't really executed onto it. But it looks like all of Sox is going to make their way onto a smart decision, as this is going to be a
Here we go.
crazy battle.
Explode. 45 seconds. There we go.
Wow. And all players come out there. Ralph with the 2K is going to do some work. It's going to be a 2v1 situation. It's going to be all left to Ralph there. But Famous will take him out. That's going to give a round that they need, and that's going to make it 2-1. Still in favor in Sox. Nice job by Carbon there. But smart idea for Sox to come in. It's something that I wouldn't have expected for all 3 of Sox members to be there.
Yeah, no, this was definitely a good round for Blacklist side. Definitely good for Carbon, and we need to get, I think, Andre and Nova. They got to get their feet wet a little bit mid here. Mid is kind of tough, a lot of angles, but once the mid gets a little bit compromised, it could be really exciting for Blacklist once they get comfortable here. So this should be a big round.
Famous and it seems as to be Andre are making their way under B site, and they're able to make it here. They're in a very good position to try to take the site, but Pablo is going to be there for Famous. Andre able to pick it up. Bert is able to take out Jaime. There's going to be 2 gone, 2 very important players on the team, and that's going to make it a 4v2 situation now. The site is here, but Brando's far behind in Hotel with that bomb. That's going to leave it a little time for the bomb to get down here. Mav is able to work one, and this is going to be a lot of just holding the site for themselves, switching sides a little bit until the bomb can get down. Again, they're very smart, taking their time. I like this passiveness coming from Carbon here, but
Yep.
Sox is doing a great job of holding their positions and playing together as a team. They're not creating any 1v1 plays, not too much, and if somebody does die, they're able to pick up the frag in these angles that they're playing. So we're going to have to see how that works out. Smart idea to play slow, though. They're taking their time with a minute left on the clock. It's going to be a 3v3 situation, bomb down, and we're going to have to see how Sox can take over this site. They've done it before, and it's definitely not impossible. They have a very good setup here, but if you can see, it's very interesting to see how Bert is right behind, but they expected it. But Demon and Brando are able to get 2, and Demon's going to get the 2K, which is Andre, and that's going to even it up now, 2-2. Nice job.
Excellent composure, good microing. Unfortunately, one of the players ran out of bullets there, but it was excellent. Good tying round. It was definitely needed, that's for sure. Excellent shot by Bertman over there on B. Now the playing field's even out here. Looks like it's going to be a full A take. Eye for an eye there, I'd like to say. Jaime grabbing that pick on mid.
Here, I just like to point out on Sox side, they never leave a man alone. They never leave a person alone. Very smart and very important to point out.
Oh yeah, like we were saying, especially on maps like Anchor, it's one of the bigger side of the maps, and yeah, trades.
Wow. Nice shot there, Pablo, with that 2K. Brando's able to pick it up, but it's going to be a 2v2 situation now. They're going to rotate towards the B side as it is open. Ralph is coming from spawn, though. Let's see what they can do here. Ralph coming out of that window. He's spotted by Nova. Nova's going to give some information for his team there. Right now, Brando with the bomb. Brando always has the bomb, and it seems it's just that way, the sniper, or at this point he's rifling, but usually he's having the bomb for the team. At this point, B-site's wide open. Ralph and Mav are kind of pinched together at this point, and they're going to squeeze onto the site. We saw this a couple rounds ago, and it worked quite well as Carbon lost very quickly as the bomb was planted. But again, Carbon taking their time. Brando with that bomb, still not eager to
Good
plan
flank by
immediately.
Mav. Good flank by Mav here.
Oh,
Gets
nice
popped
shot.
by Nova. Nova is now on the board. We got Ralph coming in here, 70, around 70, 67 health here. Two M4s versus AK. Angles important. Huge nade by Ralph. Huge nade by Ralph. Brando's at low health. He has him at his grips here. Excellent
Wow.
retake. Ralph is carrying his team right now. And up global risk goes. Sox up 3-2.
Great job. That flash seemed to do some work for Carbon at the beginning of when he got when that flash came in. But as soon as he landed that first headshot, it seemed to pretty much be over there.
Yeah,
Ralph had the advantage.
it felt a little bit demoralizing too. That nade landed right under Brando, dropped his health down to nothing. Really good retake, good nade work overall, and there's a lot of small angles in B, so nades are imperative.
Still 3-2. Sox in the lead now. We're gonna see how Carbon's going to try to recover from that last run. It seems that they should have had it with the 1v2 situation, but anything is possible, especially with these teams. You have such great players who can play individually, but putting it together as a team just is even more crazy. And this is why this is such a close match already. And, with it being a GR-sided map, I think still Sox is going to be a hard team to come off in the other half. So to see, seems to be a push onto mid here. And it's going to be a B take. It looks as if that's what it's going to be. It's going to be two guys on B, one in spawn. Carbon seems to be struggling, working in picks. Jaime is eventually going to get taken out as he does work in pick also. Andre doing some work there. It's going to be a 2v2 situation. I lied. 1v2, famous by himself. Oh,
Oh, little sneaky play by Pablo there.
That was good. That was good. Famous jumped on the box. I mean, that was it's just one of those things that just happened. Not that one player did something wrong there. That happened.
No, not at all. Not at all, yeah. Just that's the movement to the game.
Well, at this point now it's 4-2. That was fast, changing quick on rounds. Again, we're seeing a lot of passive play from Carbon, but any team on Blacklist, usually you'll see a passive play, but you'll go with a direct push. In last round we saw it from mid. It was a little sloppy in my opinion from Carbon side, but Sox holding well on almost any area they're coming from. At this point, it looks like it's going to be an A as they're going to push on the right. Ralph is holding that alley very well. And Famous is able to take on Mav as they're going to push onto the site. Famous getting the 2K. He's going to clear the site on A. Great job for him. It's going to be a 3v4 situation. Carbon with the lead on players at this point. Again, still, see, they're very smart right here. They're not planting the bomb as soon as they can. They're waiting, and they're seeing if anybody's going to push out to see if they can work anybody else. And that's very smart on Carbon's side. But Sox is still playing well. Very well. They're playing together, and it's kind of like don't leave a man behind.
Good angles by 15OL, finally on the board there. It's awesome to see Sniper turning hybrid, putting on the M4. Time of need, huge round here.
Oof.
Come up just slightly short, but again, a little GR side map. It's really close so far. Beginning to think if Sox is going to switch up their mid play a bit, maybe push a little bit up subway 2, lower B. Oh, it's looking like it's going to be that Jaime. No, Jaime and Pablo, they're going in hotel here. They need a little bit more aggressive play here. Excellent shot by Nova. Good trades coming around. Tyler comes up, steps big with that M4. So, definitely not A right now. They know it. Good map control overall by Sox. And Carbon is moving as a really good unit. So, this is going to be Battle of the Titans this round, I think.
But to see they were right in hotel and Carbon's like tracking them at this point, and they're being smart. They're not getting too overly aggressive because that's where you can get yourself killed and your team killed. But right now, smart play on both teams. I mean, it's really hard. It's kind of just it seems like they're dancing with each other.
No, it's really smart plays. Like if we looked at it over like a bird's eye view, I would say both teams are taking the map. They're traveling around the map together. They have good movements, both teams together, and again, it's a big map, so they're using every precaution as if they're land bound, and it looks great.
Again, Carbon taking as much time as they need. It's very smart. No need to rush. With a minute left on the clock, it seems that they are going to make their way towards A site. They are going to encounter 15 OL, who's pushed up slightly here by himself, though. It's the first time I've seen somebody just by themselves on an area from Sox, but that's going to give them a pick. It's going to even out the playing field. 3v3 situation at this point. Carbon has to look towards A, but they actually just fallen off. Matt is spotting them pushing onto the connector. Here are Pablo and Jaime, who are just right there on the connector for Brando and Famous trying to pick up that trade, but it's not going to happen here. And at this point, it looks like they're just going to have to fall onto A with 30 seconds left on the clock. Mav is here on A, going to encounter Famous and Brando, who are pushing hard and fast. With the time clicking, Mav is going to play smart right behind this crate, and they're going to push up right together there. Brando not expecting behind that crate. He has Famous there. Famous is going to land the shot, but he has two more people coming at him. Jaime and Pablo right there with 12 seconds left. Famous is going to have to do something. Oh, and he didn't have any bullets, and he didn't realize it. That reload made a big difference on how that round
reload really bit him there.
Yeah. 5-3, Sox taking the lead, or still in the lead.
Yeah, you know what? It says a lot, especially on GR's side. 15 OL, he's been switching to rifle, just trying to still get his feet wet in terms of the scope, but the team's doing well and compensating that, and it looks like it's going to be a solid B take here. This could be exciting.
We haven't really seen a direct push, I don't believe. Not with all 5 players. Usually somebody's getting taken out at this point. Different, something new, not being too consistent with, trying to work the pick. It's always smart to work the pick, but not every round. So we're going to see how they work on this pick push.
If I'm not mistaken, it's not first to 9 rounds, right? This is basically last round, right?
Yes, it's last round.
So understandable. There
Wow.
we go. Understandable. Really good comeback here from Carbon. They know they need to be more direct. They don't want to go down 6-3. They want to be up. They want to be 5-4. So.
Wow, all 5 players are on site. It's going to be 3 of Sox members left to try to take over this site. 5 Carbon members to take out. It's definitely doable for Sox. We'll have to see how they execute here as they're going to move up together as a unit. 15 OL is going to be able to work away. Brando's going to take out Ralph, and that's going to make it. Oh, and that's 15 OL gone. Mad by himself trying to take out Nova, and there we go. One comes from behind. Andre is going to end the round there. It's going to be 5-4 for the first half here.
It's not for first to 9 rounds, right? So let's see how it goes.
Andre playing very aggressive on this A side. He does encounter Jaime, but isn't going to do much here. He's actually going to be able to pinch here on this connector as Pablo and Ralph are going to push up onto mid. He's there to take out 1. Getting 2. Very nice by Andre to get a 2K there on that connector coming from behind. Definitely not expecting that. Jaime was trying to expect him on that A long area. Now 2 of them here in mid. Let's see what Andre can do.
Very good movement by Andre getting in there. They have no idea.
Wow.
No
nice
idea.
Shot. It's going to leave it all up to Jaime here, who is on A long or mid area, having to go against 5. He's going to get hit with the nade hard. All 4 members, 3 of them traveling in a pack. Nova's going to be by himself. Not a smart idea to expose himself. He did fall back on his peaks there. Smart idea with 12 HP. Jaime's going to push his way up here. And they're playing smart, not aggressively pushing him with the bomb there. Brando's able to spot on. He's able to take out Brando, but Famous will pick that up, and that's going to be a round for Carbon. 1-0 to start off the second half.
We could see some exciting sniping play, hopefully mid. See if there's going to be any mid control here. 2 going subway here. Brando's has an unusual angle mid. Could he possibly grab a pick mid? He's holding a good scope here. It looks like it's more towards the A take though, but I'm very certain that Carbon is aware that this is going to be A soon, so this could get interesting.
Just like the intensity. Nova is going to get a first frag there to take out Mav as he was in that A alley, whatever you want to call it, vents. Was able to pick up one. He's going to have two. Oh, there. He's spotted by two of them. Pablo is going to execute onto site, and that's going to take out Nova. It's going to be a 4v4 situation. Jaime and Pablo are lit up. Wow, Carbon just exploding on A, shutting them down, not even able to enter. It's going to leave up to 15-0 who's by himself. Birdman missing a lot of shots, and that's critical, but 15-0 is lit up. He's able to take out Bird. It's going to make it a 2v1 situation. Brando and the good old Famous is left as they're coming up from behind. 15-0 has to make the decision if he wants to plan. Has a lot of time on his hands with a minute 20 left on the clock. He's going to make his way back onto this A vent.
Famous holding the angle and pop. There
Nice.
we go. End of the round. GR takes it. Now it's 2-0. So Carbon, I think they're up by 1 round now.
Yep, at this point they're up by 1 round. They were down. It was 5-4 last half. So yep, they are up by 1. It's a little dismotivating in my opinion when you start off to lose the first 2 rounds. So hopefully Sox doesn't lose the motivation. Brando is able to get that
Excellent pick by Brando. That was definitely needed. A little bit of the mid control there sets the pace right now for Carbon.
You can definitely see the preparation on the teams or the way they handle this. Jaime is going to get a 2K to take out Famous and Brando as they were coming out from that underpass on B, and now it's going to be a B push. Oh, Andre in that smart spot, but getting too happy there as he peeks out there. It's going to make it a 2v3 situation. That's going to cost his team and possibly the round.
Got a flank. Birdman's got a flank. Grabs one. Can he grab another?
Let's see. Nova is going to have to push. Pablo was anticipating it, though. It's going to make it a 1v2. Birdman now is exposed on where he is, and Pablo and Mav are going to reposition themselves. And Pablo with a nice peek there to take out Burton. It's going to give them a round. Sox is 2-1 now. It's going to be all tied up.
That round could have ended a lot faster if it weren't for Jaime redeeming it for his team for the mistakes they made, because those 2 initial picks were critical.
Right now it seems as if it's favorable towards A, but definitely looking for a pick at this point. Carbon being smart and not exposing themselves too much. It would be more of Sox having to come to them to get the pick first. And that's what you want to do as a GR side. You want to let the team come to you, but still play an angle to where, it's still exposed. You're still exposing yourself. But we'll have to see how Sox is going to do here. The picks haven't been on their side, but they definitely recovered last round. Still, Carbon being very passive, being very patient, and not giving anything away here, and anything for Sox to come out of. Right now, just very slow.
Yeah, nothing wrong with holding all angles. Tyler's being a little bit aggressive mid here. (15-OL) really wanting that mid pick.
Ooh, nice shot by Burton to take out Jaime. That's going to leave 15-0 a little bit oozy there, trying to get like, man, I missed him. Oh, and he was going to get a couple shots on him. Nova's able to take out Pablo in that process. It's going to make it a 5v3 situation. 15-0 has made the decision to fall off just a little bit as he lost 2 of his players already. B-side seems to be open, though, for Sox, as they are going to make their way onto site, but 5 of Carbon members to retake against is going to be quite difficult, but they left the site wide open, which I don't necessarily agree with, but with it,
15-OL, excellent shot on Brando. He had the peeker's advantage jumping up, and hopefully that'll get his feet wet there.
Well, at this point, we got 2 men coming underpass. It's going to be 15-OL and Mav to watch that. We're going to have to see how it's handled here. Mav having to watch 2 angles at this point, and here he is. They have to explode.
Excellent pick, retaking, executing.
It would have been a little different story, in my opinion, if 15-OL was using a sniper or a rifle, but it wasn't the case here. 15-OL was struggling with that sniper at that point. He got a nice shot onto Brando, though. That was very nice when he peeked up there on that crate. But I think just having that sniper wasn't going to do him any good at the point when the bomb was planted. A push like that against 5 members is, it's really not doable for a sniper. You gotta land every shot. Seeing to be an aggressive push onto Hotel, bomb dragging behind, that's Pablo. And it seems as that's heard, though, by Carbon, as they are under. Famous and Brando going to be under. Brando's looking to work a pick. Smart idea not to just immediately explode off of the hotel. It could be a possible fake, but it's not though. They're just taking their sweet time, and they're coming here. They're going to be on site, and we're going to have to see how this is handled. It seems all of Carbon members are going to be coming in to be, and almost all of Sox are there. I believe it is. Who's missing? 15. Yeah, 15 is a little far behind, and that's going to be famous to take him out, though. Not a smart idea to play off outside of hotel. It's when the mom's playing at being. But we'll see how the Sox is going to come off here with it being 45. Smart job by Andre to come out and take out Pablo behind there. Ralph with the 2K, though, getting the 3, and that's going to be a huge 4K for Ralph, looking to get the 5 possibly behind. He's going to shut him down. Wow, great job by Ralph, just shutting down Carbon from even coming into the site. Whew.
Yeah, it was excellent patience by Ralph holding that corner there, and you know what they say, you got to check your angles, check your corners, but excellent patience and positioning there.
Great recovery, though, for Sox. That is a round that they definitely needed. It didn't seem like they were going to have it.
Maveloff,
wow.
an aggressive play right up bridge, takes out Team Scope Brando. Famous hole in the hotel against all odds here. Jaime takes him out. And 4-on-2 situation here. This can definitely be an equalizer here for Sox.
Wow. It's going to be very difficult for Nova to try to recover from this. $15 is always by himself. He needs to stay with the team. It's something that's going to cost him some of these rounds. The little mistakes. Oh, nice nade.
Good nade by Jaime. Yeah, you know what? I don't really blame 15 Noel. He didn't get his feet wet per se that much last half, and I can tell Tyler personally, he's a competitor and he wants to make a difference. So let's see if the frags show that.
All right, I'll give it that. We're going to see an aggressive push. 15 Noel is going to take out by Andre.
Excellent pick by 15 OL. He's definitely feeling good after that pick.
Oh, Nova trying to fall off there, but he's going to get taken out by Ralph. That's going to be kind of a sissy move coming out of there. They're going to have a big push onto A. And it seems that Brando's right behind the crate there. Mav is going to pick him up. Brando missed in that first shot onto him. Man, great round 4 Sox. And it's going to be left to Carbon's Famous and Bertman. Famous going to be able to tape up Pablo. He's going to have to deal with 2 more who are pinching him at this point. Whoa, Jaime's there, and it's going to corner him and pinch him. It's going to leave Bert by himself in this A connector. This is going to be hard for him. 4 of those members. AK over M4.
See, right now, I would say time to simplify it a bit. I know it's a little bit GR-sided, but you don't want it to get to your head. And right now, I'd say slightly a more passive approach, because it looked like last round Carbon was playing the Sox's game. Because it looks, right now, as long as they play a little passive, we can keep it equalized going. But I hope to see a little bit of a slower game here, especially by Carbon.
Oh, that was a nice
Excellent nade by Pablo. Brando grabbed him from light post. There's an equal trade. Definitely called that there's 3 hotels, so Carbon is slightly moving over to the B vicinity. They're clogging up mid, AC, trying to get the active picks. Mav with that AK grabs a nice pick on Nova here. See, this is what I like about Tyler. 15 OL, he's a competitor. He's getting in there with his D. He wants to make a difference here. Picks up the rifle. And it looks like they're working all the way over to A now. And again, Carbon, they're a very competent team, and they're going to meet them head on. Mav takes down Andre. AK's on fire right now for Maveloff. Fearless. Looks like they're going to be pressuring into CT. No, I guess not. Last straggler remaining is Bert. Shots fired. Bert's at about 70 health now. Mav swoops down, finishes off, gets a good round going. I think he grabbed a 3K that round, if I'm not mistaken, David.
15-0? 10-7, okay. It was a great game, great job by Sox. Carbon trying to hold it up, but they didn't do too well there. I believe this map is going to be the choice of Sox, so Ankara probably Carbon's. It was a great match. Carbon just barely falling through, but Sox is doing a great job of creating a very hard time for Carbon to do much in the last game. Sox is a tough team. Carbon is a tough team, but right now it's really just going to have to be who's going to take this, who's going to go, and be a possible team to represent the United States for the WCG in China.
Yeah, Carbon's playing very passively right now, and it looks like they're trying to work up A. Sox smokes are being thrown. Definitely presence on A ramp. Carbon is well aware of that. Tyler trying to work that pickup wood.
Andre's very, very lit up with 4 HP left. Trying to just get some information for his team. Bomb, which is Mav, is by himself. Not the smartest idea, but it looks as if they are going to go for that A.
It's a little bit slower, a tinge slower than what I'm used to on sub base. It looks like Bomb is going A. They're moving towards A. Nova grabs the first K. Tyler with the excellent trade there. Andre with the hold with 4 HP gets already two kills. It's looking a little bit bleak for Tyler, but he has health on his side.
Great job by Carbon to be not aggressive, even though knowing where he is with only less than 30 seconds, holding that position is just fine. They'll just have to explode together. 15-0 going to make the decision to plan at this point. Bond gets down fast. And now it's going to leave it up to 15-0. It seems if two Carbon members are going to come from behind. That's going to be Brando and Bert, man. It's going to leave it up to Andre, who with 4 HP, to try to close the pinch here.
Excellent shot by Tyler.
Wow.
Tyler, he's a fierce competitor, like I said, and here we go.
Wow.
Excellent hold
Wow.
by
Great job.
15-0L. Grabs the 4K. I'm sure his team is ecstatic right now and thankful for that round. Hats off to 15-0L. Picks up the rifle, and he doesn't
4K
disappoint.
For him. 4K. Very nice. Very patient. Going on to this next round here, Brando is able to work that pick onto 15-0L. Going to shut him off for this next round. At this point, that was phenomenal. Very nice. That's just perfect play. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this, folks. I mean, really, you have the top teams playing against each other, and you're just seeing top-notch players go at it.
Brando, might I add, David, Brando is having a pretty good round too. He cooled off Tyler initially. He legged Mavel off. Pablo sneaks in.
Whoa.
Excellent strat, excellent execution by Sox this round. Takes them from all angles, takes B site, but Carbon isn't going out without a fight.
That was, I'm not even sure where that came from.
That was an excellent B take from all angles, and that's what can make this map a T-sided map, or a blacklist-sided map, when they're all angles attacking vents, L-turn, locker. I don't even know if one went ramp, but again, it's going to be a little bit of a snipe show.
Nova's getting some aggressive play here. Andre's there to assist him, though, to take out Jaime. And that's going to make it a 5v4 situation. Carbon up on players, but it definitely really doesn't make too much of a difference for Sox, as we've seen in the last couple rounds in the last match. They play phenomenal. Carbon holding their sights, though, staying tough for the second map. At this point, it's very, like you said, very passive for sub base in my taste of things. You don't really see. I think they're just getting Ankara out of their system. But we'll see how they do here. But not smart. It's smart though, because it's not something you expect. You expect more of a quick push. So And you
Yeah,
expect a lot. And we did see that a little bit of Jaime coming up on A very fast there, and with Nova and Andre on A. But again, it's very passive at this point. We're not seeing too much interaction between players at this point.
it's true. It's true. You know, like David, there's, as you know, like there is a lot on the line here, and usually you would probably see like a typical global risk team. They'll be up a wood, they'll be fighting a wood, there'll be gunshots, a lot of shots fired usually every start of the round. But again, Carbon, they have their system. They're down by 2 rounds. They know what they need to do. They're in their system. They're down by 2 rounds. It's not the end of the world. So they're up a man. So they're just playing it passively. 50 seconds left. Sox is gonna have to assemble soon. They're gonna have to push soon. 40 seconds left. It's time is dwindling. Time is of the essence, and they're down a man. So it's
Pulling
gonna
the
be tough.
Xanax. Old
The
school
Xanax.
strat.
There's no need to dwindle it down to 20 seconds, though, to be honest. It's too risky. Tyler with that dig takes out Andre. Brando rifles up, grabs Mav, counters. So it's now a 4-on-3.
Whew.
Rob
That
with
was-
that nice golden headshot on Nova.
I just believe Carbon needs to have two players with each other at this point. Or never leave anybody out alone, especially when the push is more than likely than be A. I felt like it was more than obvious. It should have been a lot faster. We'll have to see here. Rob is going to be here. Wow! Great job by Rob to take out Bertman. That was great. Great hold though, man. I felt these rounds. Some of these rounds that Carbon are losing though, they're just it's off of these holds. These holds, you know, they start off strong. They work their picks. They start a push, but then they come back with another push, and they're not expected, or they're seeming too cocky. But Sox is
Yeah,
playing
you know
strong.
what? I agree 100%. I wouldn't want to say the term cocky, but they are a little bit too overly aggressive because, again, Sox, they are the underdog team. Carbon recently just came back from China, and of course, um, every team, whoever's the underdog, they definitely feel like they want to bring the pain, and Carbon's trying to fight to their system. But again, it's a T-sided map. It is a T-sided map, I would say, and Sox, they're playing for good trades. Look at this composure here. Very good composure.
Wow, nice shot by Famous. Wow.
Excellent anticipation, good offensive instincts by 15 OL. 9-1. He was much lower health, and that's what Sox is doing. They're playing their game. They're playing very aggressive, and they're relentless.
It just seems almost it's very sloppy. This map, you can definitely tell that Carbon isn't as prepared for as Sox. Definitely, this is definitely Sox's map. Well, at least Carbon's gonna make me eat my words a little bit now. But Birdman and Famous and working just picks here and there. A little too exciting for Sox here. Everybody's gonna shut it down, but Fablo's able to take out Famous out of all, and it's gonna make it a 4v1 situation. All left to him with 100 HP. It's definitely possible. We've seen some crazy stuff from Sox, and Papa wouldn't surprise me one bit if he came back from this. Definitely quite a difficult task for most players, but they make it look like it's very easy. So we'll have to see as Bert's here to encounter Pablo. Pablo missing those first two burst shots. Birdman also missing those shots. And that's going to leave it up to Pablo, who gave his location away. Bert just still missing his shots, even though he has that advantage. It looked like he actually took some hits, but didn't take any damage. Whew. Smart idea for Carbon to stay together, though. That's definitely important. Giving him those 1v1 situations is what screws you over.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. And it's easier said than done, especially on global risk side, to just say, you know, play passive and hold sites. But keep in mind, these are there's very competent players on these teams. Sox, Mavila, 15 OL. They were a second place WCG team a couple years ago, and they're composed. They know what it takes, and Carbon as well. They have a few awesome players who've been to the show as well, and again, they have to play to their systems. Can't be too overly aggressive.
At this point, it looks like the bomb and Jaime, which is Mav, is going to make their way towards that B side. They're expecting a pinch there. Jaime and Rolf doing some work as they're going to explode onto the side. Rolf getting another kill onto Andre, and that's going to make it a 3v2 situation. Famous and Nova left for Card. And at this point, it's going to be very hard. They're going to pinch on together here onto that B side as the bomb is planted at this point.
Famous has a flank. They don't know he's coming. If he can change this round, Famous will have to do it with this flank. If not, it's not happening.
A little bit too much time, in my opinion, for him on that flank.
Yeah, a little bit. I agree. I would say when it comes to flanking, holding an angle longer than 2 seconds, you're dwindling too much time on the bomb and whatnot. So flanks have to be fast. You have to know exactly where you're going. Fell a little bit short that round, but let's see what Carbon can do next round.
Definitely a lot of rounds for Sox to start off in this first half. It's going to be very tough to come back off of on the second half here, or then the second half when it comes to it. Sox, if you just tuning in, did take the last map, and they did a phenomenal job. It's a lot closer than this, but Carbon's definitely struggling. Sox is making them giving them run for their money for sure. Two top-notch teams. I mean, this is tough, and this is great, though. You see how two great teams face off. But at this point, it seems to look like it's going to be an A15-0 with that bomb. Is going to try to make that peak. Nova's there. He's going to spot him, gets the first shot there. But you can see there, never leave a man left behind because Ralph gets the pickup frag on that one. And it's going to even it out, and they're going to get some information there. And Nova's gone off of A.
You know what? David, I have to admit, though, Sox, they are playing a little bit unorthodox. How many teams do you see go down a ramp, reduce noise to nothing, and hold the angle both gun out for the trades? I completely agree that the trades from Sox are very good, and they definitely caught Carbon off guard. I'll tell you that. They definitely caught Carbon off guard. They did not expect such a competent, good trades by Sox, and Sox is more of a newly reformed team too, and definitely the underdogs, like basically you could say like a Euro 2004. Greece upset, buddy.
We'll see how this works out for Brando and Bert. They're going to have to go against these underdogs at this point, 2v3 situation, and it's going to be all left side. They're going to push up there. Jaime and Ralph going to play together at this point, and Bert, wow, great job. Pablo left by himself at this point with the deagle, trying to work Bert. Bert's going to take him out, but will he get the defuse?
Take. Yep. Excellent take. He got it.
Lucky.
He got it.
Lucky.
Oh, yeah, that was close. See, it all started, excellent flash over into A stairs, then the quick take over, the other GR peeked over from the other side. Good microing, good movement. That's what we like to see from Carbon.
Right now we're seeing a little bit more passive on Sox's side. Definitely smart to just not be as consistent, changing things up. Consistency on how you play is good, but it's changing it up as a team is definitely smart. You never want to be anticipated by the other team, and it's really hard to do it with either one of these teams. You really don't know what to expect. It seems that B is going to be the favorite at this point, as Mav is going to get the opening pick onto Brando. We're going to have a quick push. Famous is going to get the 2K, going to shut down there. Ralph is able to take him out, though. It's going to make it a 3v2 situation. And it seems to be Andre and Nova left together. Nova with
Nova is going to sneak in the closet here. Can he pick Jaime? That's the question.
Too long. Too much time.
Yeah, it's too much time holding the angle again. 3, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. If you're going to flank or try and outsmart your opponent, you have to be decisive and vigilant on it. Nice try by Nova, but it's still a whole minute left in the round.
Whew, good job by Nova to peek quickly and not too much. He's going to lit up Mav there with 9 HP left for him, and Jaime's going to be 71 HP. Bomb is down in that little alleyway. I didn't realize the bomb was down, and that's why Nova must have held his position, or he was. They were able to get the bomb, though, and it's recovered, and it's going to make its way towards A side. Nova with 100 HP can do this, but let's see how he's going to handle this cutoff here. Mav, they're both spotted. Nova's going to try to encounter them both here. Going to play this angle, same angle he usually plays. Going to get one, gets the 2K, nice shot by Nova to get the rounds that he needs. Wow.
Excellent picks by Nova.
That was great. It was like I think, 3 shots? 1, 2, and then the third one landed on the second guy. Great job. Whew, great control of the M4.
See now, David, this opens up the game. It's much more it's much more closer for Carbon to have a good half, second half. If Nova didn't get those double kills, help his team out, now it would have been 6-2, right? And then it could have been 7-2. They're going in 5 rounds short. Now, totally different game. If Carbon takes this round, they're going to the next half 5-4, one round down, no big deal. It's still a very close game. Carbon needs to equalize this.
It's all about keeping up with the rounds. And Pablo is going to get a 2K, though. Let's see if Mav is going to also take out Brando. That's going to be 3 gone and within 10 seconds there. 15 is going to pick up another one. And, wow, just shut down for Carbon. And Sox is going to do work there, and that's going to end it there with 6-3. All right, here we are in the second half here. Sox is going to take the first half. It was 6-3. Carbon having a little bit of struggle into the game, but getting a couple rounds that they needed. We saw a nice play by Nova in the last half with a very nice 2K, like a 3-burst headshot onto 2 guys. Here we're seeing an aggressive play on Woods here from 15-0L, Jaime and Mav, just creating a little bit of a struggle for Carbon there, but Brando's going to be lit up. Gone now with a nade by Jaime. It's going to make it a 5v4 situation at this point, and very great way to start the half there, staying with that momentum that they were having from that last half. With that, they shut down Carbon to end that last half too. And at this point, it's going to be a 4v4 situation, evened up. Carbon looking to make their way towards A site. On A, you're going to find 15-0 scoping the A control area, and you got Jaime directly on site, playing behind the missile. Nova going to creep up by himself, looking to get some information. He was able to spot Jaime, even though Jaime falling back there. Nova pushing up slightly. A site is widely open, but they are on that stairs, and 15-0 scope, and if it's on Tar like you would want. Whoa, and he did get a shot onto Nova. Jaime's going to pick up that frag too. Wow, see, too much individual play. Shouldn't have been there by himself if the team wasn't going to execute together. It's not a smart move. 3v4 situation at this point. Down a player is a big deal. But you do have Andre coming around on B, clearing it, and nobody's there. It looks like they're expecting an A, but at this point it's definitely not going to happen. Famous running with the bomb out. He's like, all right, as soon as I get there, I'm going to get the bomb planted because not too much time left, 45 seconds in the clock. Smart idea to get the bomb down at this point. And Bertman's going to play on that mid area. Great job by Carbon to clear the site out, but smart idea from Sox to play together and not leave each other's side, because now they have 4 members to go against Carbon's 3 and take over B site.
Nice nice flick shot.
Whoa, nice 1D onto Bertman. Wow.
You know what? I've
Wow.
said it, and I'm going to say it again. I know I've been talking a lot about 15-0L, but I've seen him, what he can do at on the world stage. He has a deceptive deagle, good scope. When he's on his game, definitely one of the best scopes I've ever seen. So let's see what he can do here.
That was just great. I mean, he turned and looked. It was 1 second. Turn, bam, gone. It was great. Great job. Perfectly executed. He was able to take out Famous with the sniper, and then he whipped that dig. And now he's with the nade for this next round here to take out Brando, who was trying to push up on the woods. Bomb is down. Famous is going to pick it up and fall off there. Sox is giving Carbon a rough time in sub base. And at this point, they seem to be very sloppy on where they're going to want to go at this point. Losing one Brando seemed to be very bad on their part. Brando definitely not expecting that nade. 15-0L is just giving them such a hard time in that woods. But we'll see how they're going to try to recover from this.
They're all waiting to pick 15-0L right now. They all want a piece of 15-0L.
Oh, goodness, Andre. Whew, he gets them, though. Jaime's going to pick them up, though, 2 of them. And that's going to be wow, Ralph is going to get one. Nova picking up 2 himself, and that's going to make it a 1v2 situation. Nova with the bomb, 67 HP. Both players are separated from each other, but as you can see, Mav and Pablo come together. They don't leave each other. Even though they were separated at a point, they come together. They don't stay apart, especially in a situation like this with Nova being by himself. Staying together is what you need. With less than a minute on the clock, Nova's going to have to get the bomb down, and Pablo and Mav are going to explode together, not individually, together. And it's going to be quite difficult
Here
for
we
Nova.
go. With the flank, they're decisive. They keep moving. They're not holding angles for 4 seconds on the flank. If you're flanking or trying to outsmart your opponent, you're constantly moving forward. There we go. Makes it look easy. I don't know, David. I can pretty much say that this has been a pretty exciting sub-base. I haven't watched too many sub-base matches, but I can definitely say this is an excellent matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it's you're seeing, like you said, an underdog team. Sox is a team that's coming out, hasn't accomplished anything together, but you see a lot of players on the team who have accomplished something individually, come from a great background of experience in the competitive game of Crossfire, and you can know that this team will be well if they play well together. 15-0 with 2 kicks on the wood.
Grabs 2 kills, and the superior rifles finish the round in favor of Sox.
I mean, Carbon is just it's almost like watching Noob Team versus I don't know how to describe it. It just seems as if Sox is just on an A game. You're watching a team just get shut down. It seems to be very sloppy. Carbon definitely not as prepared on this map as they were in Ankara, but even then, Sox is just giving them a run for their money. Great team. We're seeing an aggressive push onto the B here. This can be it. This round means a great deal. Brando executing well as he gets 2 picks, and that's going to be very important. 15-0 and Jaime left to try to take this over. We've seen this before. Jaime with that scope, expecting Famous to pick that same area. We'll see if he tries it. Andre going to be on top of the railings. Quite an interesting
Excellent
spot.
pick by 15-0. Jaime is on the flank. He has to be vigilant with this. Andre has killed himself. It's turned into a 1-on-2 situation here. Jaime's still at full health, and he's been fragging really hard. So, excellent kill. Grabs the defuse here. He's on it. He's not getting off it. Pros don't fake. And defused.
Wow.
There we go.
Wow, that's
excellent
it.
round by Jaime. And Sox, the underdogs, have come victorious.
And that's it, folks. I mean,